Good afternoon, class. How's your day today? Okay, that's good to hear. So, can I expect a full blast of energy and active participation from all of you?
So before anything else, let me check your attendance. Is there anyone absent today? Very good. I'm really glad that everyone is present today. Keep it up, class. Okay, class, before we formally start our discussion for today, let's have a short recap of what we discussed last meeting. Anyone who can still remember what we discussed last meeting? What was our previous lesson all about?
Okay, very good. So, before we further discuss about the main topic today, let's have an activity first. I'm going to show you some words and you just need to guess what kind of or categories they belong. So, you can choose whether it is a technology, a content, or a pedagogy. So, did you get it? Okay, so the first one, what is this? Task-based. Okay, the second one,
What is this? Noun.
okay, so the third one is, how about this? Okay,
How about this one?
and this, very good.
Try this one.
And lastly, how about this? Okay, very good, class. So if I were to ask you, among those technologies, content, and pedagogies that I have shown, if you will consider using a technological tool when teaching, what would it be? Okay, thank you. How about in terms of your teaching skills? What are the most basic or simple strategies or techniques do you know that will work if you use it when teaching? Okay, so now we will discuss about those strategies on how do we assess our different knowledge for a specialization by the use of TPACK. So, do you have any idea what TPACK stands for? Okay, so again, in this discussion, we will explore the concept of TPACK as a framework that combines the teacher's three knowledge, which are the technological knowledge, content knowledge, and pedagogical knowledge. So this framework shows the interconnectedness of content knowledge with pedagogical knowledge and the integration of technology in making teaching more engaging, relevant, and effective. So again, who wants to read the definition of TPACK? Thank you. So to be relevant to the learners today, the teacher should be able to blend his or her knowledge and capability in the content of the discipline. By the use of these three concepts, it helps the teachers look at how these knowledge areas intersect or work together to increase students' motivation and make the content more accessibly engaging to the students. So now, let us know their concept individually and their interconnectedness. Let us begin with the content knowledge. So who wants to read the definition of content knowledge? Okay, thank you. To make it more simple, content knowledge means knowing a lot about the certain topic. It's like being an expert in something because you understand all the important facts and ideas about it. So, for example, if you know a lot about dinosaurs, you might also know their names, what they ate, where they live, and how they became extinct. So that's having content knowledge about dinosaurs. Same as goes to a teacher's understanding and expertise in the subject that they are teaching. So it involves knowing the key concepts, the facts, and the principles of the subject area. But now the question is, how can they effectively convey those information to students? It is where pedagogical knowledge will be applied and used. So again, who wants to read the meaning of pedagogical knowledge? Thank you. So the teachers need to possess the capability to handle learning through effective method and appropriate strategies or the pedagogies. So in simple terms, content knowledge is knowing what to teach, while pedagogical knowledge is knowing how to teach. So content knowledge provides the substance of what is taught, while pedagogical knowledge guides us how it is taught. Okay, so again, who wants to read the definition of technological knowledge? Thank you. So technological knowledge is not only about the tools, but it is also about the quality of content that students can access through appropriate applications and sites. So we combine technological and content knowledge as specific subject areas to enrich and deepen students' understanding of content. For example, to deepen students' understanding of a content or area, students can gather information and collect data and evidence using technology tools and present his information using an application. So another one is when technology pedagogical knowledge combined, we are able to create interactive lessons, presentations, and multimedia materials, making the learning more engaging and effective. So again, what is TPACK stands for? Very good. So how are they related to each other? Anyone from the class? Okay, very good. So by the use of this framework, it allows teachers as well as the students to learn content through digital tools. So TPAC is about what teachers know, how they teach, and how technology is used in the delivery of the lesson to make it more engaging and making learning more relevant in the 21st century. So now let's proceed to the next concept.
So, after discussing these strategies and how we assess our different knowledge for a specialization through the use of TPAC, now let's proceed to another important model in integration of technology and instruction, which is the SAMR. So, who among you has an idea what SAMR is and what SAMR stands for? Okay, thank you. So SAMR stands for substitution, argumentation, modification, and redefinition. So it is a model developed by Dr. Rubin Pentadura to guide educators in integrating technology effectively into teaching and the learning process. Now, in order for us to clearly understand each component of SAMR, let's dissect each component of SAMR. So again, what does S stands for in SAMR? Okay, that's correct. So S stands for substitution. And did you know that substitution is typically considered as level 1 within the SAMR model? Let's find out why and who wants to read the definition of substitution. Thank you. So that's it. Substitution is typically considered as level 1 within the SMR model. So it represents the initial stage of technology integration where the technology is used as a direct substitute for a traditional instructional tools without a significant change in the learning the task or the goals. So substitutions is like swapping out traditional tools or methods with the digital one. Let's say for example, so instead of using a physical map or globe to teach geography, we can use Google Maps or Google Earth on a computer or tablet. So it's the same idea, but you're going to use technology instead of a traditional tools. So here, technology acts as a direct substitute with no functional change. So did you understand, class? Okay, the next level is the argumentations. Then who wants to read? So in this stage, the technology integration, there is a functional enhancement in the use of technology tools. So instead of simply substituting the traditional tools with the digital ones, Here in argumentation, it involves the use of technology to improve upon existing instructional methods. Let's say, for example, with the use of Google Maps, we can do more than just look at the location, right? We can measure distances, calculate travel times, and explore satellite imagery. So instead of just showing a map, the students here can use a Google Maps to measure distances between places and estimates their travel time. So with that, this makes their learning more interactive and helps students develop important skills to problem solving. So here in argumentation, technology acts as a direct substitution with a functional improvement. So did you understand, class? Now, let's move on to the next stage, which is the modification. So, in this level, technology is used to redesign a lesson. So, when we say modification, it is about changing how we teach using a technology. So, in this level of technology integration, we are going to redesign a lesson to make them more engaging and interactive. Let's say, for example, when teaching geography, we can use Google application, right? Like the Panorama. So with Panorama, students can upload their own pictures of places they have visited online. So they can also add a description, brief description of these places, right? And if the internet connectivity is unavailable, the students can do their task after the class. So with just a clear and proper instruction, students can work on assignment on their own. So basically, modification with technology enables the teachers to redesign lesson to promote more active and personalized learning experiences for our students. So did you understand what modification is? Thank you. And for the last concept of SAMR model, the redefinition. So who wants to read the definition of it? Thank you. So redefinition is the highest level of technology in integration. So in this stage, the technology is used to transform the learning to enabling students to create a new concept and opportunities. So with redefinition, students are given a chance to go beyond the traditional learning methods, and they are given a chance to utilize technology tools or application to create something new and generate innovative outputs. So let's say, for example, with the ready pictures uploaded in the panorama, students can probably write the script for the guided tour using the available materials there. So let's say, for example, with the ready pictures uploaded in Panorama, students can upload right script for a guided tour using the available materials there. So using Google Earth and start arranging this to be shared through the World Wide Web. So it could be good if before the students upload their content, they can ask a teacher to review it to be sure that it's ready to be shared. So this is a figure shows an apps in educational poster. So before we proceed to the relation of SAMR to Bloom's taxonomy, again, what is SAMR and what is it stands for? Thank you. And who developed SAMR? Okay, that's correct. And anyone can enumerate each level and say something about it? Thank you. So now let's explore how the SMR model relates to Bloom's revised taxonomy. Since you have already studied Bloom's taxonomy and you are all familiar with it, again, who is the founder of Bloom's taxonomy? Yes, he is Benjamin Bloom. And what are the 6 different domain levels in Bloom's cognitive taxonomy? Yes, that's correct. How about the revised Bloom's taxonomy? Who are the proponents of it? Okay, thank you. And what are the 6 levels in the revised Bloom's taxonomy? Okay, that's correct. So, Benjamin Bloom is known as educationalist who provide the cognitive taxonomy which has greatly been used in educational. So his students Anderson and Cratwell made some revision of it. So this is the revised Bloom's taxonomy. So the figure 4 shows the comparison between the original and the revised taxonomy.
Okay, class, so we are now done with this interesting topic. So those are the concept of TPACK along with SAMR. So now, to assess your understanding about the topic, we prepared an activity. So here's the activity. So you can now answer it. Then after that, kindly submit your answers to us.
So again, before proceeding to the next topic, what have we learned today? What about TPAC and SAMR? Exactly. I guess you have learned so much today. Are there any clarification or questions regarding our topic? If none, then see you again next meeting and thank you for listening today.